finfluencers use social media to share tips and insights on finance-related topics, such as investing, saving, and budgeting. MAS expects financial institutions who employ finfluencers to advertise their products or services to ensure that the finfluencers present information in a clear and balanced format that highlights key features and risks. If finfluencers provide financial advice, they must be licensed and regulated under the Financial Advisors Act, FAA. MAS has issued guidelines to clarify that any individual who is remunerated for making a recommendation or expressing an opinion on the buying, selling, or holding of investment products will be considered as providing financial advice. Even if he or she is not remunerated, he will be considered to have provided financial advice if he makes recommendations or expressions regularly. Posting of general educational content is not financial advice. Over the past 5 years, MAS has received an average of less than 5 complaints per year against finfluencers. Most of these complaints relate to remarks made by finfluencers who were not providing any financial advice and hence were not subject to regulation by MAS. MAS and CAD will take enforcement action against individuals providing financial advice without a license. Over the past 3 years, enforcement action has been taken against 6 individuals, none of whom were finfluencers.
Thank you, sir. I thank the MOS for his response. I think we can all agree that finfluencers do hold significant sway over their viewers, and this is often despite finfluencers stating that their words should not be construed as financial advice. And as an unregulated sector, consumers are at risk of hefty losses. I think in the United States, this was the case when finfluencers were promoting the FTX platform, which subsequently collapsed. So in such a situation, the consumer's only recourse would be pursuing a civil claims against the finfluencer. And to my understanding, there has been no such precedence in our local courts. So given this, I would like to ask if MAS do have a position on whether finfluencers have a duty of care to their viewers when promoting financial products online, and then in the same breath saying that please do not construe my words as financial advice. And could the MAS work towards a set of industry guidelines to provide both the finfluencers as well as consumers on their respective roles and responsibilities and the due diligence that each party should conduct? And by doing so, I believe that we can continue to leverage on these influencers to grow our financial literacy among consumers, and especially while safeguarding vulnerable consumers.
So I thank Mr. Melvin Yong for his SQ. As I mentioned earlier on, only financial advisory firms and their representatives who are regulated under the FAA are allowed to provide financial advisory services on investment products. Therefore, a finfluencer who provides financial advice will have to be appointed as a representative of a financial advisory firm. That said, we regularly advise the public to only deal with and invest through persons regulated by the MAS. We also list unregulated persons who may have been wrongly perceived as being licensed or authorized by MAS on our investor alert list. And I want to assure the member also that consumers who suspect any wrongdoing should lodge a complaint with MAS or the relevant financial advisory firms. MAS will review reports of breaches or misconduct and take the appropriate regulatory action against the relevant parties found to have breached MAS's regulations, including providing financial advisory services without the appropriate licenses or disseminating non-compliant advertisements. Thank you.